Good evening, everybody. Repeat back. And tonight, well, the All-Star race is done here from Charlotte, but now it's time for just the trucks. Take their time around the Charlotte Motor Speedway. And I tell you what, we've got, I think, was it like 15 to 20 trucks on track tonight? I think it's like right around 18, so not too bad. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We saw a lot of really competitive racing here just the other night. Looking forward to a lot of the same. Got a lot of the big hitters, a lot of the guys. A lot of the guys that are really trying to make up some points. The battle for right around 16th is really heating up. But they're in qualifying right now. They just started, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to let our buddies over at Madison Rising go ahead and take it away, get their national anthem in, and then we'll be back here to talk a little bit more about these trucks here at Charlotte tonight. So just like they did earlier, please go ahead and rise, stand, and remove your hats. Here's our buddies.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the fray, and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, does that
All right, again, big thank you to NNR again for allowing. Excuse me. Big thank you to Madison Rising rather for allowing NNR to use their version of the national anthem at the onset of every one of our races. It's pretty big. I know I see Country Girl there in chat already. Remember she mentioned the other day that she found them on her um, on iTunes or something like that and added them. So I'm sure they're a great listen. They are America's most patriotic rock band, actually formed from service members. Spotify, there we go. But yeah, just waiting on these guys to finish up their qualifying. They should be just about done. More than likely, just running out the clock. I'll actually go ahead and check in. Yep, they got about a minute and a half, maybe a little less to go. Um, at the onset of this race, I'm actually going to be quiet here for a little bit. I'm just going to let you know right now I'm waiting on a very important phone call. And once that comes, once I'm done with that phone call, I'll be back on the mic. But I'll still have access to, I'm still going to move around with the cameras a little bit and whatnot. But um, I will be back shortly after. Um, Shortly after. It won't take long. It looks like they've got under a minute to go. Sorry, got a little distracted right now. Country Girl, how you doing? Let's see here.
You in my party?
Yeah, we unfortunately we didn't reach the goal that we needed last night for to give that diecast away. It's kind of a little unfortunate, really. Um, but that's all right. We'll carry on. We'll persevere. But it was great to see the one and only Amore Smoke win a Thrustmaster TMX Pro wheel, which will come in great. Come in handy in his intention to try to make it the Pro League second season. So it should be really good on him. But yeah, again, Madison Rising, thank you very much for allowing us to use your national anthem. I'm going to go ahead and get our truck season information up here. I'll go ahead and get our points going, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, the fortunately the Daytona 500 was rained out today, so they're gonna try taking the green flag again tomorrow afternoon, right around 4 p.m. Eastern. So go ahead and definitely make sure that you catch up on that. Um, it's yeah, those every now and again, rain showers in Florida. You never know when to pop up, how long they're going to last, what the intensity of the storm's going to be, and all that. Even though it's only right around 80 degrees, give or take, 76 degrees or something like that. Um, yeah, they still pop up and away they go. Let's see. All right, looks like our guys are back in the booth. I'm sorry, back in the lobby. So they're just going to go ahead and get things up and running. And as soon as I get the invite to the game, I'll go ahead and get loaded in. And we'll get this rolling for you. Looking forward to it. Again, about 18 trucks are going to be on track tonight. As you can see, the with the points scrolling on the bottom, the points between first and third have gotten much tighter. Just got to make sure that Carol remembers me. It's not going to be much longer. Carol's actually got the room paused right now, so it should just take another minute. And actually, I'm going to pop in on the guys real quick, make sure they remember me.
Playboard for
Carol,
drivers.
please don't forget me.
I don't ever forget you, buddy.
I
I
appreciate
done
you,
one
sir.
time. I done it one time and I said,
All right. So let's see. All right, so they're gonna take their one back to one pace lap because they're back to a full size truck, or full size track rather. Charlotte Motor Speedway, good man. Different banking. A lot of people were working on their, and there they go. There's the invite rather, at least one of them anyway. Um, we're gonna go ahead and get loaded in here, and yeah, but the presets have been a little tricky for Charlotte because in 1 and 2, if you're too high on a preset, the rear end kind of kicks out just a little bit. And when you're going through 3 and 4, it still tends to be a little tight. So trying to get the wear, or trying to get the tire pressures and all that just right can be a little tricky. Um, but these guys are pretty good. Again, best on preset. They know what they're doing. Just waiting for them to line up so we can see see who's got the pole and figure everything else out. I'm let's see. I'm gonna leave this here because it's just too much. There we go. All right, so it looks like we've got uh, the 6 of NNR Cadillac right here on the pole. Then we've got the 5 of Little Tank on his outside. Got the 8 of Asbill starting P3, and our Cowboy, which I'll have a stream up tonight to assist with the feed. We got Trippy Main in P5, NNR Coey in P6, Jay Quim in P7, Rowdy Burns in that rocking that 69 fire engine red machine. Then you got NNR Dooman, Bot Plays, NNR Striker. Let's see, then we got the 12 with Double J, 88 of Watt Racing, your points leader. Set the 7 of Sully. Then we got the 22 of I'm sorry, the 13 of Soroka, and then NNR Swats. Then the 9 of Carroll. Then we'll get back here to the 90 of Papa Bear and the 27 of Jelly Roll. And Jelly Roll will be back this week as we are green with the 6 of Shadowlack diving it down right along that bottom line with the 8. I'm sorry, the 5 Little Tank trying to get that high line rolling with the 5 Little Tank to his outside. Here comes the 18 of Cowboy again down low. Guys, they're gonna get after it. Right now, the tires are the freshest. They're ready to go. They're strong. Nobody's able to make any adjustments just yet, so they'll have to do that when they get into get to their first caution. Which, if we go like we did last night at the All Star race, I don't expect any cautions from these guys. Last night we were able to put 24 cars on track and they were just fine. They put on a lot of great racing. So again, guys, I'm going to take a minute here since we've got everything well in hand. Everything looks great. I've got to make a quick phone call, but I'll be back. right, everybody, I'm back. Thank you very much for being very patient. Mr. Cool 24, thank you very much for the follow. Very appreciated. Gonna keep going through the field. So far, these guys have been get you know putting on quite a race. It's been a lot of fun. Here's the 8 of Asbel, the black and red machine. Looks like he's going to be go ahead and taking it down pit road. I did notice that green flag pit stops had started. Looks like they're doing a great job. You know, with the wear model that they use, like 3 times wear, damage on and all that. Um, yeah, I'm expecting quite a few pit stops out of tonight's race. As I mentioned earlier, I do have the feeds of Cowboy Matt or NNR Cowboy now up, as well as the feed from Carol and the feed from NNR SWATs as Matt comes across or Eden or Cowboy comes across the start finish line. It looks like we've got 11 laps to go in stage 1. So, yeah, these guys so far all clean and green through almost through the first entire stage so far. I with how spread out they are, I don't anticipate things changing. Although it looks like there is a truck on the high side with a little bit of a problem there that Matt just got by. Looks like it's going to be the truck of Trippy Main. Not sure if he ran out of gas or just ran out of temporary talent or what. But it's a nice looking 33 truck he's got. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of damage to it right now. And I will be back one more time, guys. All right. Hopefully, no more phone calls, no more interruptions. I apologize. But yeah, um, they are. I'm sure you guys are just about wrapping up the final lap in stage one. As the Dan the lawman, the winner of the heat race last night, checking into the stream. Thank you very much, Dan. Absolutely appreciate it. He's pulling for Jay Quim as Matt is coming across the start finish line right now, and I'll get us a lap count. It looks like there's one lap remaining in stage one, and right now Matt is in P9, so he is in position to get one at least one stage point. But I'm going to try to work my way back up towards the front. I'm sure. Let's see. Where is that 8 truck? There's Papa Bear. There's Jelly Roll on pit road. There's a 6 of Shadowlac. That's who I was looking for, not the 8. There's Shadowlac. I'm pretty sure since he's already woed up, he's probably your leader. Um, looks like the stream that I had for SWATs has stopped, some kind of an error. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up Carol's stream. And it looks like, let's see if he shows me everybody. Um, Watt was third, Quim fourth, Coey fifth, Little Tank sixth, Striker seventh, Soroka eighth, Cowboy ninth, Dooman 10. So yeah, I'm going to guess that the 6 truck that you're looking at right here, that was your leader at the end of stage 1. I'll be able to pay a bit more attention now. Again, no more concerns. Just something I had to take care of. But yeah, we're gonna pick it back up with the 6 of Shadowlac and the 7 on the point. So it's gonna be the 7, the 6, the 88 of Watt Racing. Then you've got the 5 of Little Tank outside of Soroka. There's the 20 of Striker. And I think that actually put me a little bit further in the field than I wanted, but that's all right. There we go. I'm almost wondering if that 7 didn't pit. That's why he was on point there. But there's the 8 of Watt Racing to the point. I'm sorry, 88 of Watt Racing to the point with the 8 of Asbel, as you see on your left, right to his now outside. Great crossover move. There's the 66 of Coey, and I think that was Shadowlac, just went real high up towards the wall, able to pull that back down, keep it off the wall, kept it from getting any damage. The 88 is going to go ahead and fall in right behind the 8 of Asbel. Great racing coming through 3 and 4, still in one big pack as they come screaming on by. Asbel to the lead. As you see the 7 coming out of pit road. So unfortunately, with the way that it is with this, if you go down or if you try to pit during a stage break, you have to hit double A as soon as you get any or all changes that you need made. Otherwise, you're not doing anything. You're not going to get the gas. You're not going to get the tires. You got to hit that double A. So an unfortunate error by the 7, but smart of him to drop down and let the leaders go at the onset of the stage. And yeah, here they go. So again, the 8 of Asbel to the point, the 88 of Watt Racing. I believe that is Coey right there. Coey right there in that 66, running P3. We'll actually look at what he's got in front of him from that front bumper cam. So again, you got the 88 of Watt Racing and the 8 in the front. I tell you what, I really like the colors of that 8. It looks like an old Dale Jr. throwback. To one of his old Budweiser cars. Looks pretty nice. as it looks like we've got our first caution on the light. Looks like Double J hard into the outside wall. Looks like the 9 of Carroll was collected in that, as well as the uh, yeah, that was the 6 of Shadowlac. So Shadowlac, that led your first stage, is now kind of damaged up right along with the 69 of Rowdy Burns. So tough break for these guys. So it looks like the 12, 69, 9, and 6 were all included in this caution. All right, those guys should have been able to fix some of their damage. They're going to go ahead and stack them back up. We're going to start this time from the hood of the 8 of Asbel with the 90 of Papa Bear starting on the outside. Papa Bear didn't get quite a good start, so he's going to fall back here just a little bit. But he's got the 66 of Coey behind him. There's the 88 of Watt Racing. Doesn't look like nope, no caution as of yet. But there was definitely some door contact there between the 69 and others. Looks like Little Tank is now fighting it as well, coming through the tri-oval. There's the 33 of Trippin' Main to the inside. There's the 6. Somebody caught the wall there. We're staying green. Front pack is definitely scooting away after a little bit of contact. A tri-oval, that's the part of the track on this track where it's not exactly round. It kind of straightens out coming off turn 4. It bows a little bit going through the middle of the front stretch, and then it turns in again going towards turn 1. See, so right now you see Coey, he's got a little bit of a turn there, start finish line, and then he's got a turn again, but it's not quite a full turn like here. So we'll actually take the full lap here with Coey as he's trying to run down and try to get past this 8 of Asbel. All right, so he's going down the backstretch, about halfway down, going to start lowing up, getting ready to go into turn 3. Turn down, get to as close as possible to that white line on the bottom. Here he is coming off turn 4, a little bit of a turn into the first part of the tri-oval, straight away a little bit, another turn off the center of the tri-oval, and then going down into turn 1. That's a tri-oval. There's no real turn to it. It's just the way the track was designed. So it's called a tri-oval. But great lap there by Coey. Looks like you might have got a little tight right there. I see the looks like the 88 of Watt Racing right along with the 20 of Striker. Striker having a great race tonight. They're going to be able to work their way by the 66 of Coey. They did it cleanly. Now Watt Racing is going to try to run down that 8 truck of Asbel with the 20 truck of Striker right in tow. Coey's truck looks like it's handling pretty well. Nope, it's not a turn, not at all. It's part of the front stretch, but the front stretch just isn't straight. That's all it is. The track isn't a true oval. It's not all round. Part of it is straightened out. Let's keep going through the field. Here's the 69 of Rowdy Burns. Inside the 51 of NNR SWATs. There's a 36 and the 18 of Cowboy Matt and Cowboy. Bot plays definitely lost a bit of the draft there. Some pretty dark numbers. Pretty dark scheme on that. I mean, I like the color scheme. The dark blue with the black. Actually, I think I used to have a comforter with those colors. Uh, 12 truck double that was included in that last caution. But up front, not missing anything. It's still the 8 of Asbo with the 88 of Watt Racing. Then you got the 20 of Striker, 66 of Coe. These four have definitely broken away from the rest of the pack. Behind Coe, let's see who that is back there. There's the 90 truck of Papa Bear. Looks like he is parked. Unfortunate circumstance for the 90. Not quite sure what happened with Papa Bear. He was up front in the beginning of the stage or right after one of those cautions. So very unfortunate. That'd be me, country girl. That'd be me. Let's see here. 5 a little tank. There we are. Back up with your leader again. Looks like the 66 Coe going to try a little bit of I thought he was going to try to maybe look to the inside. His country saying 10 laps left in stage 2. This race is definitely clicking by pretty quick. I'm going to grab a quick drink here. Yeah, I do. Hey, country girl, if you don't like your buttons smashed and all that, don't pick on my Mountain Dew. You hear me? Speaking of which, yeah, Mr. Cool, I saw you. Thank you very much again. Please head on over and give that follow button a big old punch, and smash that subscribe button. But for country girl's sake, you can just slightly touch the notifications button. Just give it a little bit of a girly shot, okay? Now go ahead and head on over and hit that follow, hit that subscribe, hit that notifications button, so you never know when. You always know when NNR is going live. Usually on Sunday nights, 9 o'clock here with the trucks. Tuesday nights with the Xfinity guys, and on Thursdays with the one and only Mr. HD Motorsports. That's how we do it. All live. On Tuesday night, I should have the one and only Stout Whiskey back with me. Looking forward to it. So, got a lot of racing coming up this week. Obviously, with it being the Coke 600 for the Cup guys, it's going to be a longer race. Looking forward to it. 4 stages rather than just the 3. But right now, it's all about the trucks. Catch back up with Striker here. Striker's actually able to get by the 88. I'm sorry I missed that pass. He is having an amazing race. Good to see Striker up front and running strong. He's running down the 8 of Aswell. He's actually creating a little bit of a gap between himself and the 88 of Watt Racing, and it looks like the 66 of Coe is starting to fall back just a bit. As again, just that's the difference in the presets that these guys run. The different tire pressures, different tapes, different wedge. Whether you're on a wheel or a controller, I can tell you right now that I know for a fact that Watt Racing and the 20 of Striker are both on a wheel. Excuse me. And then I'm not quite sure about the 8 of Asbo, but I know that Coe is also on a wheel. So yeah, a lot of these guys getting better and better with their equipment, and sometimes that makes all the difference. Check in with the 7 of Sully, and with the 36 right behind him. Here's the 13 of Soroka battling hard with the 9 arrow, side by side coming through the tri-oval, heading into turn 1. They're going to stay side by side. Looks like Soroka on that high line is going to have to duck in behind the 9 of Carroll, though. Here's a 51 of NNR Swats pulling into his pit. They'll have to try to maybe bang out a little bit of that hood damage, change up his 4 tires, get him some couple cans of Sunoco racing fuel, and he'll be back out on track here shortly. 66 of Cadillac. Looks like they've got a lot of his damage repaired from earlier. Very unfortunate. Cadillac did win, or I think he won that first stage. Can't be 100% sure. 5 of Little Tank having a pretty good race. There's the 8 of Asbel, your current leader. I tell you what, he needs a Budweiser logo on the side of that truck rather than that Valvoline or Sirius XM or that Exalt on the hood. I mean, all looks great, but man, that would be good old Budweiser logo would look great on that truck. Here's Cowboy Matt and our Cowboy. Sounds like he's getting up to speed, so he must have just come off pit road. You can hear the different sound the engine's making. Keeping it gassed up as high as he can, coming off the corner as he tries to miss the 2 and Dooman, and it looks like that is going to cause a caution. So Dooman was around. Matt was able to miss him for the most part. Looks like somebody else might have cleared him, but Matt doesn't look like he's got any damage out of that. So great heads up racing by the 18 of NNR Cowboy. Again, one of our streamers tonight. Trippy Main looks like he's expired. There's a 66 Coey. So now, right now, all these guys have a menu up in front of them where they can select what adjustments they want to make in the pits. If I was the 8 truck of Asbel, I wouldn't be changing anything at all. The same thing with the 20. It seems like their trucks so far have been the class of the field. So I'm going to try to work my way back up there. You see the 20 is Striker. His crew was actually able to get him on and off pit road first. So he's going to have the best line going into turn 1 and 2. With the 8 of Asbel to his outside. 88 of Watt Racing sitting P3. P4 is going to be the 66 of Coey. Then you see the 9 of Carroll in P5. On the outside of him was the 7 truck of Sully. 20 is going to be able. 20 and the 8 are going to get single file. The 88 of Watt Racing down low. That's going to keep the 66 of Coey up high. Coey's going to be able to get him down that 88. He's going to get a great run coming off the corner, going through the high side of the tri-oval. There's 7 of Sully right behind again. There's the 88 of Watt Racing behind the 8. These guys are really digging, but all right now, they're all behind the 20 truck of Striker. There's Matt. Looks like he's lost the draft. Not quite sure what happened with this 18 truck. Guys are racing hard, as you can see there, or if you're following along with the chat. Country Girl's always very active in all of the NNR streams. NNR's #1 fan here every week for every race. Again, Country Girl, we definitely appreciate all your help. All your continued viewership. It's definitely very cool of you. Let's see here. Looks like the 20 might have got a little tight, got pushed up the hill there. Here comes the 7 of Sully underneath the 66 of Coey. Coey was able to get a better run, or maybe a little bit of a push from the 20. So Coey's going to be able to close in just a little bit on that 8 truck. Sorry guys, been a long day. I'm trying not to yawn here. I mean, I shouldn't be. These guys are putting on a great show, as they always do. All right, let's try this again. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna grab a piece of this. All right. Still, that's your 66 of Coey, P2, the 7 of Sully, and P3. Looking back from Coey, you see the 20 truck of Striker there he was on the outside. Looks like he's going to be able to duck down behind that 7. You see the 88 of Watt Racing behind Coey up high there. Let's kind of get back through the field. There's the 36 truck of Jay Quim. Earlier, Dan the Lawn Man, who won the heat race last night for the All-Star race, was in chat pull for the 36 of Quim. Well, Dan, here you go. He's not doing too bad. It looks like right now he's sitting right around P6 behind the 9 truck of Carroll. A little bit of a shot there to the 9 that's going to force the 9 up track just a little bit. But Carroll's going to have the preferred line here going through 3 and 4. He's going to be able to check up, get back down. We all know how tight the corners 3 and 4 are. So Carroll's got the preferred line. He's going to be able to pull in right behind the 20 of Stryker. That's going to leave the 66 of Coey to the outside. Now you'll have the preferred line going through 1 and 2. Carroll's got to bring it back up on track. Carroll had to check up on gas so he didn't wash up into the 66. And it looks like that kind of bottlenecked everybody just a little bit. But they were able to keep it green. But that allowed the 69 of Rowdy Burns to get on by this 36 of Jay Quim. All in all, a lot of great racing tonight, and looking forward to actually talking to these guys about their truck here just a little bit. Once they finish up, talk to them about their truck, and if Stryker's able to pull this off, it'd actually be his first win of the 2019-2020 season. But right now, it really seems like nobody's got anything for that 8 truck of Asbull. I'll try to continue to work my way through the field. Looks like the 8 of Watt Racing has found himself deeper in the field than he'd really want. His main competition in the points has actually been the 13 truck of Soroka, and right now it looks like Soroka is behind him. So even though he'll lose points to the rest of the people that are in front of him, his main rival for the points right now is still behind him, as you continue to see the scroll for NNR's truck points go along the bottom of the screen. In just a moment, you should see it reset. I've only got the top 16 down there. So as you see, you've got the 88 Watt Racing with 299 points. Right behind him is Soroka with just 15 points back. But also there's the 2 truck of Dooman. Dooman is also only 65 points behind. Then you got Rowdy Burns 129 points back. A little bit more of a cushion back to Rowdy, but the 2 of Dooman and the 13 of Soroka have been the 88's best competition so far this season. As you see the 66 of Coey back here now. I'm guessing when Carroll hit the apron earlier, it not only bottled himself up, but it backed up the 66 Coey. Coey's going to try to take a look underneath the 69 of Rowdy Burns. Watt Racing is going to stay up high. Coey down low. 69 should have a better run and should be able to pull the 66 down the straightaway, but it looks like Coey was able to stay in this just a little bit longer. That's again a difference in the presets that they choose. Maybe a little bit higher of a right rear air pressure, but man, all the same, great racing by these guys. This middle pack here is really putting on a really good show. All this still happening behind the 8 of Asbull. He continues to march away. I will go ahead and I'm actually going to pull up Matt's stream here right quick. I know I saw Country say that there are 60 laps remaining before. It looks like right now there are 50. So okay, wasn't all that long ago. Let's take a look. Keep going through. Here's the 13 of Soroka. Soroka looks like he's got the 5 of Little Tank. Little Tank's going to peel off. As you can see, in the NNR, they ride the apron all the way around the 3 and 4 in order to get into pits. It makes it a bit more interesting. Goes to show what kind of drivers they are. We all know that these aprons can be really slick at times, depending on where you're at, how you enter, what your preset is. You definitely don't want it too loose, but man, again, these guys are the best on presets. They know how to get it done. Here's that 9 of Carroll. Looks like Shadilek, who had that damage earlier in the race, looks like he's been able to get most of that fixed. As looks like the 20 of Striker is going to go ahead and pull his truck down on pit road to get service. Still a few trucks that have been able to stay out. Here comes the 5 of Little Tank coming back out on track after his service. So he's going to be making up quite a bit of time on these guys that have not yet pit. He's going to pick up an easy second a lap on the guys that have stayed out. You still see Asbel out here. He has not pit yet. He's going to be losing time to anybody that might have been somewhat close to him. I mean, he's been kind of in a league of his own since the drop of the green. I wouldn't be surprised at all if it's Asbel that we're talking to a little bit later on in the booth as we do the post race interviews. Here you see the 8 signaling that he's going to pull it down pit road. We'll actually follow along with the 8 here, all the way through the trial. I'm sorry, through 3 and 4. Got a little over that line. Not too bad though. Getting it woed up to about 45 or 50 mile an hour, and yeah, clean pit stop. He's going to go ahead and tell his guys what he needs: 4 fresh Mr. Feelgoods and 2 big cans of Sunoco race fuel to continue the 8th quest towards his first win in NNR. So great job by this guy. Like here comes the 18 of NNR Cowboy. Going to cut a little bit of that grass, trying to get in there and get through through 3 and 4 as fast as he possibly can. You can see all the time that he just made up here on the 16. I mean, he was much further back, but Matt was able to get a great entrance in. He'll be pretty happy with the amount of time that he just made up on that guy in front. The 66 of Coe, the 20 of Striker. Both of these guys just, I think, I know Striker's made his pit stop. As you can see, he's definitely quite a bit faster than Coe. He's going to be able to gas it up coming through 3 and 4 much easier than Coe will. So I wouldn't expect that Striker will stay behind this 66 truck much longer. Yep, as he's got them side by side coming through the trial, going into 1. Should be able to get it back in the gas and take that position from Coe down the middle of the backstretch. Definitely pulling even with him right here. Great battle for these two side by side going into 3 and 4. Yep, there's Striker just taking that position. That's the difference on the tires. So good job, Striker. A lot of these guys are still running these Shriners Hospital paint schemes for their buddy Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll's he was in the race tonight. I know that he qualified, but unfortunately his truck is on pit road. Probably had to leave, go do something with his. Everybody in NNR is still thinking of that 19-month-old baby boy Ethan. Still pulling for it. Everybody in NNR is still running Ethan strong. We, of course, everybody wishes nothing but the best for that little baby. Very unfortunate. Let's see here. Two truck and do, man. I'm going to check back in on either Matt or Carol's stream, see if I can't get us I'm a little bit of a top 10 here maybe. Carol right now is actually running in 10th place with the 5 a little tank in 9th, Soroka in the 13th and 11th, the 12 of Double J running 12. Looks like Watt Racing is running 8th. So I'm going to switch over to Matt's stream and see if I can't pick up on a little bit more of the running order. But Matt actually has a different menu up. It looks like Matt's got the menu showing him his lap times and all that. So Matt right now is running in P13, and it looks like we've got 47 laps to go. I'm going to assume that after the pit stop, the 8 of Asbel was able to pick up right where he was before pits. I didn't see any kind of issues, so we're gonna go ahead and try to find him right now. There's your 8. And right now he has got nobody anywhere near him. So it looks like he's kind of picked up right where he left off. He had a big gap back to second before pit stops. It looks like after pit stops, I don't see anybody coming off of 3 and 4 right now. Up, there's one person that just came off 4. So Asbel literally has just about the full front stretch all to himself, and it doesn't look like he's got anybody in the in front of him either. So he's got the entire half of the track all to himself. He can really just concentrate on his line, run as many qualifying laps as he can. I'd love to get an idea as to what he's got going on as far as tire pressures go. Parzival, thanks for checking in, bud. Good to see you. Right now, or tonight, the show has been all about this 8 of Asbel. He's been dominant since the green. No looking back. He's got half the track all to himself. You see him coming through 3 and 4 right now. By the time he gets to 1 and 2, you will not see anybody anywhere around this guy. So there's nobody in his rear view. They're just coming off 4 as he's going into 1. So Asbel's got a big lead on the rest of the field. We're going to continue to work our way through, find some more action going on. Here's the 7 of Sully, the 20 of Striker, the 66 of Coey, and I believe that's the 69 of Rowdy. Nope, that's the 36 of Jake Quim. Quim having a pretty good race. Earlier it was the 8, the 20, the 66, the 88, and then the 36. As you can see, the 88 of Watt Racing is right there behind the 36, having a pretty good top 10 run. Yeah, he's running a very clean run, very clean line, getting down really low in 1 and 2. And in 3 and 4, backing up his corner to get a great run off 3 and 4. So he's figured out the line around this place, and yeah, nobody's been able to touch the Parzival. .36 looking to the inside of Striker. A little bit of contact there, but I think Striker might have been trying to pinch him down just a little bit. At least that's kind of what it looked like to me. I don't know. Or just incidental contact, but we definitely saw Striker go to the inside wall. Unfortunate circumstance for him. Doesn't look like any kind of a caution. We're gonna stay green. 69 of Rowdy Burns again with the 88 of Watt Racing right behind him. There's the 2 truck and do man. Here comes Striker to the attention of his crew. Let's see if we can't get a little look, check out his damage. Yeah, he's definitely got quite a bit of hood damage. Doesn't look like there's any damage to the rear. All kinds of front end. looks like he's got some of that damage fixed up. He's going to pull it back out on back here, see what kind of repairs he was able to make. But we definitely wish Stryker the best. Now, I'll tell you what, as Country Girl was saying, there's 40 laps to go. I got to give a big shout out to this guy right here. Stryker, working with Kepner Boys Trucking, company that he owns. He donated a Thrustmaster TMX Pro racing wheel to the winner of last night's All-Star race. I'm sorry, not the winner, but the highest finishing person in the All-Star race that did not already have a wheel. So we saw the great finish between the 13 of Rowdy and the 20 of CGMX Rose, as Rowdy was able to pull a last lap pass to go on and win. But Amore Smoke, who finished third, was the highest finishing driver without a wheel. So Amore Smoke was awarded a Thrustmaster TMX Pro racing wheel. And if y'all don't know about Amore, he's fast everywhere he goes, and he does have a desire to get into the 2020 Pro League, their second season. So again, big thank you to Stryker for putting up a Thrustmaster TMX Pro wheel to a guy in the series who didn't already have one. And yeah, Smoke, congrats on that last night. We'll see what you're able to do with that wheel. There's always a learning curve going from controller to wheel, so we'll have to keep tabs up on Stryker, or Amore Smoke rather. Parzival saying, yeah, that's awesome. Parzival has that wheel and it's good. Yeah, Parzival, I used to have one. Now I've got a Ferrari 458 Italia special edition, force feedback. I love mine too. But I do have the pedal set that came with the TMX Pro, the three pedal set rather than just the two. So I know what you're talking about. Here's the 13 of Soroka, kind of running by himself. You see the 12 truck of Double J behind him. Here's NNR Swats. Nine truck of Carroll. Really no competition around him right now. There's 27 of Jelly Roll parked. Here's the 6 of Shadowlac, signaling that he's going to be coming to make his pit stop this time. Really got into 3. Pretty hot right there, but he's going to be able to whoa it down to pit road speed, get in, get those 4 brand new Eagles and 2 big old tanks of gas. 5 a little tank with the 20 of Stryker right behind him. There's a 2 of Dewman. The 8 truck of Asbill on pit road. You can hear the engine running, so you know that he hasn't expired. Truck looks extremely clean. So you know that where he's been most of the race, although not a lot of the guys in the field have any kind of damage. Didn't mean to make it sound like that, but Aswell has definitely been the class of the field. Don't really know a whole lot about this new driver to NNR. Well, during our interview, if he continues on with the stretch that he's been on, he'll definitely be in post-race interviews, so we'll get to learn a little bit more about driver. But right now, that truck's very clean, very fast, and he's been on rails all night long. There's the 18 of Cowboy. Trippy Main, another one that expired. As you see, Matt looks like Matt went up and smacked that outside wall. He's definitely doing a couple of donuts down in the grass. Know that it was not intentional. I'm not quite sure if he meant to get down pit road, maybe locked up the brakes and lost control. Not quite sure what happened there with Matt, but tough break for the guy. He was having a pretty solid run. There's 36 of Quims working his way down pit road. Now, because Matt spun on the infield, he was not up on the racing surface. That is why the game did not bring out the car. in case anybody out there was wondering. But he definitely went around. Looks like he went around a couple times after making hard contact with the outside wall and almost collecting the 66 of Coe. 69 of Rowdy Burns. Back to the 2 of Dewman. Let's see here. Country Girls did say last that there were about 40 laps to go. I'm going to go ahead and check in here. I'll go back to Matt. He's been pretty reliable for for a lap count. Actually, I'm wondering if the reason Matt lost control is because he was out of gas. He is slightly coasting down pit road, and it looks like there's 31 laps remaining in tonight's event. These guys have had, I think, 2 cautions aside from the stage breaks, so not bad. 18 trucks on track, with the two trucks that were retired. The 90 of Pop Bear and the 27 of Striker. I'm sorry, 27 of Jelly Roll, and I think I also saw Trippy Main on pit road as well. So unfortunate for him. As you see, the 12 truck of Double J making his way down pit road. For those that are just joining chat, thank you very much for checking in. We got about 30 laps remaining here. Please head on over, hit that follow, hit that subscribe button, tap the notifications button so you know every time we go live. If you're not already following, it's great to see y'all. Here's 13 of Soroka, making his way off of pit road, right inside the 69 of Rowdy Burns. He's going to come screaming by, the same as NNR SWAT. There's our series leader, 9 of Carroll. 6 of Shadowlack. I think he was our stage 1 winner, doing pretty well. He did have quite a bit of damage earlier. It looks like they've been able to knock out those dents and dings and rest of that sheet metal. There's 66 of Coe, our fearless leader, as the 36 of Quinn's able to work his way by him. Dewman with Striker really closely in tow. Both of them behind the 88 of Watt Racing. Bot plays Chaos Outlaw. Good to see him out on track. So again, guys, we are in stage 3. The points are going to continue to be really tight between your current points leader, Watt Racing, and the 13 of Soroka. Soroka not having quite the night that he'd been having, but still, the man's been doing an amazing job. Coming off a stretch of all dirt, or not all dirt, all short tracks. You know, Martinsville, Eldora, Bristol. Soroka's been able to make up a ton of points. I think right now he's only about 15 points back from Racing, your current points leader. Let's actually go ahead and find that 88 truck. There he is, right behind the 69 of Rowdy Burns. Looks like Watt thought for a second he might have had a little bit of damage, but no, he's actually going to be able to pull to the inside of that 69. He did it really nicely too. No contact there, just got under his left rear. 69 of Rowdy Burns going to go ahead and let him go. He knows that he's faster. He ran him down. He saw how he was able to get under him going into the corner. Smart move rather than fighting him, so you're both losing time. Just let the 88 go, get back in his tire tracks, keep in his draft, let him pull you around the track. Obviously, he's able to get that thing moving through the corner. That was probably the best circumstance for them both, rather than driving side by side for a lap or two, trying to figure out who was making the position. So good job on them. A little bit of a battle behind the two truck of Dooman right here, or up there. Here's another little battle though. You see the 20 of Striker pulling it back down pit road, try to get a little bit more of that hood damage that he's got fixed before coming back out. You see the 12 of Double J, 2 of Dooman right behind him. And that's either going to be the 5 of Little Tank or the 88 of Watt Racing behind. I'm gonna say it's Little Tank, only because I think Watt was a bit closer to the a little bit of contact there between the 2 and the 12. I'm guessing this 12 was really pushing in the corner as both the 2 and the 5 were able to get on by. Didn't really put up any kind of a fight. Double J must really be struggling with that truck, very, very tight. That's what I'm going to guess, because those trucks just kind of blew right by him. Either that or he's backed off. Maybe he's made his last pit stop of the night, and he's going to try to stretch it out on fuel. That's always a possibility. Let's go ahead and check in with the 9 of Carroll right now and get us a lap count. Looks like we've got 19 laps to go. So I don't think I don't think that he's I don't think Double J is actually going to be able to make that on fuel. Everybody's going to have to make at least one more pit stop. But right now, you see our series points leader, Watt Racing, doing what he does best. You know, racing clean, racing hard, getting the fastest truck he can while still preserving the tire wear. So great job by Watt Racing. Let's kind of get back out here and find some more action. Carroll looked like he got a little loose right there off of 4. See another truck coming down pit road. I think that might have the 66 of Coey. Here's a 5 of Little Tank. Got the 2 right behind him. Here comes Coey out of the pits. So not quite sure if that was Coey. It was definitely another light-colored truck just like his. But Coey's going to be able to come out right in front of the 5, the 2, and the 20. The 20 of Striker still has a lot of hood damage. Not sure if he's elected not to fix some or the game just hasn't been able to keep up with what he's repaired. 12-8, Asbel coming in right behind the 12 of Double J. Now with what I say, there was okay. So Country kind of reminded me that there's 19 laps to go. I think let's actually get on board with Asbel. Better yet, I'm gonna we'll stay on board with Asbel for now. I'm gonna pull up the stream of NNR Cowboy. Looks like right now he's running 14th. As we will watch the 8 stay on the apron all the way through 1 and 2, and he should merge back up on the track right after he gets through the tri-oval after that blue line, or not the tri-oval. Oh my God, the backstretch. There we go. See the 88 of Watt Racing making his was more than likely his final pit of the night. But this truck has had the entire track just about all to himself all night long. You saw the 88 going in just as the 8 went by. So we'll actually stay with the 8 here to see where it comes out in comparison to the 88 of Watt Racing. You should see the 88 merge somewhere right around the 8. It looks like the 88 is actually still on pit road. So you do, when the leader's going by the same time you're going down pit road, more than likely it looks like you are going to lose a lap. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and check back in with Carroll again. Not quite sure how many laps these guys are getting on a tank of fuel. I don't know if at the end somebody's going to have to take a splash and go. Maybe just 2 right side tires or no tires, just gas. I don't know. But right now, Carroll is running in 12 with Little Tank and Rowdy in front of him. Behind him is NNR Cowboy and NNR Swats. And now I'll go ahead and get back. See if we can't find some more action elsewhere here on the track as we watch Cowboy go ahead and pull down pit road. Here's the 66 Coey. Jay Quimmin at 36, again having a pretty good night. Rowdy Burns looks like he was a little loose coming off 1 and 2, heading down 3 and 4 right now. He's got the 5 a Little Tank in front of him, but nobody else. Little contact there between the 16 and the 12. I'm guessing the 12 just getting into the corner a little bit better than the 16 was, so just a little bit of incidental contact. 20 is Striker. Striker's having a really great race earlier, but unfortunately made a little bit of contact. I think that was with the 12, and they sent him to the inside wall, got all kinds of, but before that, Striker was up there battling with the 8 of Asbull, who's been the class of the field. So is the 66 of Coey, for that matter. But we see the 13 of Soroka coming down pit road for what should be his final pit stop of the night. There's a 51 of NNR Swats. Carroll with the 16 right behind him. Unfortunate retiree for Papa Bear. 27 of Jelly Roll. There's a 6 of Shadowlack. Nobody really anywhere near him right now. 5 of Papa Bear with 69 of Rowdy Burns. Pretty close in tow. Those guys are both behind the 2 truck of Dooman as we watch the 16 come off pit road. A little bit of a battle here. High side, low side. 69 in the 5. Looks like 69 is going to be able to either keep or retain that position. All right, we got to be getting pretty close to 10 to go here. Actually, less than that. Looks like, well, Carroll's a lap down, so I'm guessing we're right around 7 to go. So I'll go ahead and check on Matt's stream here. Matt is actually 3 laps down with the damage that he's had. So, yeah. I'm going to check in with, well, actually, we're right kind of where I wanted to be with this 8 truck. Asbull, again, has been the class of the field all night long. Unfortunately, the other stream that I had up for SWATs, there was an issue, so that stream ended. But I'd like to know where he is in comparison to our leaders. Coey having a pretty strong run tonight. Looks like he kept that truck pretty clean, like the red, white, and blue paint scheme. 36 of Jay Quinn. Another truck looks really clean. Doesn't look like he's got any damage whatsoever. Nothing that actually had to be repaired or anything like that. Should be a pretty good finish. There's a 69 of Rowdy Burns. Hood's buckled up just a little bit. Here's a little bit of a battle between the 2 of Dooman and the 6 of Shadowlack. Coming off 3 and 4, going down through the tri-oval. You see a lot of damage on this on the 20 truck of Striker. I don't know how much damage there actually is, though. It could just be he had so much that the game couldn't fix it all or fix the graphics on their truck. But looks like Striker's handling pretty well right now. There's the 88 of Watt Racing behind the 66 of Coey. Again, not quite sure who our top three is right now. I can put about every dollar I've got right now on that 8 of Asbel. In fact, I'll go ahead and find that 8 truck again. Got to be coming down with under 5 laps to go. There's a 9 of Carroll. 5 of Little Tank. A little bit of lag, it looks like, in the room. All right, let's go ahead and pull up Carroll's stream. As it looks like he's in the middle of the backstretch right now, behind 12th place NNR SWAT. So now I know where SWAT's is. Carroll's fuel light just came on. He's 1 lap down, and looks like they are just now taking one to go. As you see, the 2 truck of Dooman really coasting down on the apron. So this should be the last time through 1 and 2 for this 8 truck of Asbel. It's going to go through 3 and 4. I see the 69 of Rowdy Burns not too far off this 8. Not quite sure who is in second and third. I'm going to guess Coey. I'm going to guess. I mean, there's no way for me to actually know. But I think that was the race right there. Yep, you can definitely tell the difference in the sound of the motor. So it looks like it's going to be Asbel in the 8th, Sully in the 7th, and Jay Quim in 3rd. So great finish by a bunch of guys that we normally don't get to talk to. So this is going to be really interesting. I don't know a whole lot about this top 3, but Dan the Law, man, if you're still here, your boy brought it home P3. So great finish by him, as looks like the 2 truck of Dooman ran out of gas, wasn't able to complete. He's gonna take a big hit in the points for that if he DNFs. So we'll have to see how he finishes. But yeah, Asbel, Sully in that 7 truck, and Jay Quim. Looks like the 88 of Watt Racing, Coey in 5th, Stryker in 6th, Soroka 7th. So Soroka was still able to stay within a few points of the 88. So he'll gain like maybe four points depending on how he did during the stages. So next week or you can always go to nnrleague.com and keep up with the points. Coey's been pretty good about keeping them updated as quick as he possibly can. A lot of people give Coey a little bit of a hard time every now and then, but most of it's usually joking around. He does a job of keeping up with almost 100 guys here in NNR. So again, great finish. Stryker, man, I'll tell you what, you had a really fast truck. If you want to go ahead and join me up in the booth to assist um, in post race, you're definitely more than welcome. Dan, your boy, not do man. The guy that you were pulling for earlier, I apologize. His name is kind of eluding me right now, but he was able to bring it home in 3rd place. Yeah, Stryker, you definitely looked pretty good, man. All right, so let's get this back over here. Back to our truck screen. Still trying to work on a booth, but I'm gonna go ahead and check in with our top 3 in post-race interviews. We should have Asbel, he was in a league of his own, Jay Quim and Sully. All right.
I'm in here,
see. Pete. Thank you, Stryker. Appreciate it. So 3rd place was Sully, right?
I think
No, Jay Quim.
Jay Quim, that's right.
was.
Yeah, Jay Quim, tell you what,
Yeah.
you had Dan the Lawman pulling for you in the beginning of the stream. He's really hoping you were going to be able to get it done. Looks like you got that P3 finish. It's going to be a great points night for you. How'd you finish in the first 2 stages?
I believe I was 4th and 6th.
So fourth place, sixth place stage points, and then P3 tonight is going to be a pretty good boost for you in the overall points. Now, I don't know if I've ever actually gotten a chance to really talk to you or Sully much, or Asbill at all. I introduce yourself to NNR guys, or for you first, Quim.
Yeah, no problem. I started racing. I raced a couple Xfinity races. Started a couple weeks ago, and knew a mile and a half was getting up, and I was wanting to get some extra seat time, so I got in here tonight. So, still pretty new.
All right, fair enough. Well, new or not, Pete and NNR trucks from Charlotte, tough track, loose end coming 1 and 2. We all know that 3 and 4 is really tight. Great job tonight, man.
No, I appreciate it.
Any shout outs for you?
Nah, my boy Dan. I've been
Yeah.
racing with him probably online for about 6 years now. So
Then that goes to show why he was pulling for you early in the race. He was like, besides Country Girl, who's here for a race. I think Dan was right there right after, really quick as soon as the race started, saying, let's go Jay Quinn. So good job, man.
right on, I appreciate it.
Yep, Striker, you want to take Sully?
Sully, my man, what's going on, buddy?
What's going on, man?
Man, you was fast in the All-Star race. Looks like it carried over here to the truck race. How was your race early on?
Early on was not good. I went in and took 2 tires on that first segment and hadn't tested it, so that was a no-no. And didn't quite make it, so blew right front and went a lap down. Luckily, I got a caution. I think it was the only caution we had, put me back on the lead lap. And slowly just started working my way up. That was a lot of fun. That was probably the most fun I've had racing in a while. Passed a lot of cars and can't say enough. It's just like the All-Star race. There's a lot of respect on the track that I was around. It was great.
Well, man, a lot like Jay Quim. We don't know much about you. I raced around you for a little while tonight. It's super clean. It's fun racing around you, super fast. Let us know a little bit about your background, racing experience. And
I started racing in 09, and I think, they didn't come out with a NASCAR game till 11 or 12, and whatever NASCAR game that was, I bought it. It was terrible. Went through a divorce, stopped racing for a while. NASCAR Heat 2, I came back. And I've been bouncing around from leagues trying to find the right one, and a lot of drama involved in it. And then I got to NNR here, and you're going to have it regardless. But so far, so good, man. The racing, the competition is there. Everything is just right on. I've had a blast.
Well, we're glad to have you here at NNR. You showed that you're clean and fast. Any shout-outs you'd like to give out?
Yeah, everybody that puts this on, man, this it's pretty cool. I sent the videos to a couple of guys I race with and practice with all the time, and my brother calls me up and he's like, "Man, I cannot believe that happens through a video game." And I was like, "Well, it's kind of a little more than the video game does."
Well,
they're all looking at me like
buddy.
I'm nuts. Especially my girlfriend. She's like, you're 47.
I get the same treatment, buddy. I get the same treatment. I understand. But congratulations on the P2.
Thank you.
Hey, so just one quick question or a quick thing for you, man. After last night's All-Star race, I'm not sure if you saw the tweet from More Smoke, man, but he was complimenting you up and down on the racer that you showed yourself to be last night. So if you've been going around looking, hopping league to league trying to find the right one, you got a lot of fans already in NNR, and
I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, Coey's been talking about a cup ride for you, so stay tuned, sir.
That's awesome. Yeah, I appreciate that. And I'm on Twitter, but I don't get on it, so I'm not even sure how it works. I'm an old guy. But More Smoke, man, much respect to him. We were together 95 laps, I think, of that All-Star race, and a lot of clean racing. So much props to him also.
Yeah, he was definitely.
And everybody else.
Yep. But great job on P2 tonight, man.
All right, thank you, buddy.
Yep. Asbull,
What's up?
what's up, man? Well, I know that I've seen your name before, but I think you had to take a little bit of time off. I think it was due to work or something like that. And man,
Yeah, I raced the Eldora one and then didn't race the Martinsville one because I'd worked all day. I was just tired.
yeah, we know, man, life first. Work pays the bills. NNR doesn't. But man, just the same. I mentioned this during the end of the stream when I saw the top three. Jay Quim, Sully, you. Not a whole lot of people in NNR or the people that follow the stream and keep up with us every week know a whole lot about you. Introduce yourself to NNR.
I'll say I've been playing NASCAR since was it Tony Stewart 04, whatever one it was.
Okay.
Just really got on Heat 2 one day, bought it because I didn't know how good it was because I haven't played NASCAR in so long after that one. Been hopping around leagues. I got this other league I race, Exalta Racing. It's here and there, drama like always, but this one seems pretty cool too. I've been trying to run trucks as much as possible. I wouldn't be able to run any other series because that's the one the other league runs, so I'd only got this Sunday open for it.
Gotcha. Well, I tell you what, I kept up with your truck. You got a lot of camera time tonight. You were in a class of your own. I mean, that truck looked like it was on rails. I followed you a couple times getting into pit road, coming out of pit road. I mean, there was a time where you had an entire half of the track to yourself. As you were going into 1 and 2, people, and I don't even know if it was second place or not, were just coming off at 3 and 4. So yeah, you had an entire half the track to yourself. You were that quick. Tell us about your truck. Tell us, the setup that you're using. Are you a high preset uh, driver? Do you normally start off a little bit low and kind of free it up from there? What kind of driver are you?
Well, my other league we run 3 times whereas you can't really go that loose. I don't really run 2 times wear that much, but I had to thank my buddy Trippy Main that was in here earlier, but I leave because of lag issues. He told me you can go pretty much higher up, so I tried 7. 7 seemed to work fine. Just had to make a few little adjustments here and there, and it was good to go.
Yeah, I agree with you. I definitely probably wouldn't go with a 7 for the Cup race. No.
No, no,
The-
no, no, not cup.
these trucks are definitely quite a bit more stable. So man, whatever you did with the truck between wedge and tape and tire pressures, you were in a league of your own. Congrats on your first win here in NNR. Any shout outs?
That's like I said, I just had to thank Trippy Main. He's the one who helped me out the setup. He's had to leave due to lag issues, which sucks for him because he had a fast truck too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it definitely
congrats
looked like it
again,
did.
man.
Yep.
Thank you, Sully.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to be back here on Tuesday night with our Xfinity guys. Looking forward to that. We usually have just about 30 cars on track for our medium series. We should be live right around 9 o'clock. I will be with the one and only Stout Whiskey here in the booth. It's going to be interesting to see if another group of yet unknown to NNR work their way to the top 3 podium spots. Going to be great. But for now, man, keep pushing on if you're pushing on for those pro league qualifiers. If not, the eSpark race should be coming up here in about 15 minutes. And yeah, as for me, I'll see y'all around the track. Good luck, everybody.